What's going on, everybody? Jada Black here, back with another video. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk about this article from TMZ. Apparently, R. Kelly is planning on launching a website and exposing all of his accusers one by one. And the name of the website will be called Surviving Lies. Okay? You know, this situation is almost going down a rabbit hole that really has no end to it. This whole Surviving R. Kelly documentary or docuseries, it has really brought R. Kelly back to the forefront in a way that we haven't seen in a while. I mean, there was a situation where, he was allegedly holding grown women against their will, who were actually living at his house and staying there, and they were just basically following his rules and not going anywhere. And when you look at that particular story, there were grown men who were fathers dropping their daughters off at his house. Yeah. So the Surviving R. Kelly docu-series dropped. R. Kelly said he was going to sue, but the suit has not manifest. This docu-series has went forward, and now he's planning to launch his own exposum on his particular website. All right. Now, according to TMZ, R. Kelly is vowing to expose his accusers for what he calls blatant lies being spewed on Lifetime's docuseries, and he's going down the list one by one. TMZ has learned. There are some people, well, there might be a lot of people saying that he doesn't need to do this. Well, wait a minute. You want R. Kelly to respond, but then you don't want him to respond the way that you don't want him to? I don't get it. It's almost like they expect R. Kelly to just come out and apologize and get on his knee and say, beg for forgiveness. Because we all know that this is a very, very, very forgiving world that we have nowadays. All you have to do, especially when you do something to women. And listen, I want people to understand, I do not condone anything that R. Kelly did. I don't. If you want to see the video that I did on R. Kelly, which is on this channel, which is my commentary on that particular situation where I broke it down, the link will be in the description box and the comment section as well. I probably already said something at the beginning of this video. But anyway, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have a right to respond. You did a whole docuseries on him. So he shouldn't respond? He shouldn't have his own mindset on this? You expect him to beg for forgiveness so you can go feel less guilty about buying his music, which is another thing. People talking about blacklisting R. Kelly, but people are still buying his music. And let me tell you something about the industry. They will continue to have his music up for sale for you to buy. They don't care who the person is. All right. Sources close to Kelly tell us he and his camp are in the middle of launching a new website called survivinglies.com, which we're told will attempt to expose all of his accusers as liars, as well as reveal their true motivations behind their allegations. For now, there's a Facebook page dedicated to the new cause. The site itself is not live yet as of this particular post. It appears R. Kelly's first target is Asante McGee, one of the women who has spoken out and claims she's one of Kelly's sex slaves. But his team has put out a video that they say contradicts her story. The Facebook page links to a YouTube video which claims Asante's daughter has debunked her mother's claim of sexual abuse and control at the hands of R. Kelly in a leaked phone call convo with her boyfriend, allegedly telling him she often raved of the luxurious lifestyle and perks of being with him. And the actual video is in this TMZ article. Let me just say this though. I want y'all to understand that R. Kelly has probably had sex with underage girls. With a lot of them. He married Aaliyah when she was 15. Again, with her parents' consent. Her parents' consent, even though it's wrong. Her parents' consent. Now, R. Kelly is really, I think he's mentally disturbed. I think the abuse that he suffered growing up has manifested itself. Hurt people. We know this. But you have grown adults who enabled him to do these things. Now, I will say this, though. I don't think all these women are telling the truth. You got his ex-wife, R.kelly, who did a Facebook Live. People are saying it's an old video. I don't think it's old. But the video has resurfaced, and she's playing his music. She's talking about how she can say whatever she wants about R. Kelly, but you can't. And if you do say something about him, she's going to cuss you out. Now, mind you, she's in the car with her new dude, basically praising the guy that she's basically calling a monster. These are the type of people that are around R. Kelly. This same Asante chick, who's probably the weakest link in all those women, which is probably what R. Kelly is doing. He's going to basically probably try to expose each female. The weaker the link, he's going to expose that one and expose that one and expose that one. That's what it looks like he and his team are doing. Okay? R. Kelly has every right to respond, people. Y'all want him to respond? This is how he's going to respond. He did the 19-minute song, and he, admitted to certain things that we didn't know. Some things we already knew. Some things we had questions about. But again, this particular female, Asante, allegedly loved the lifestyle that R. Kelly provided, but she's basically saying that R. Kelly used her for sex and abused her. And she may get exposed herself. Because I believe a lot of these women have skeletons in the closet. R. Kelly probably got receipts on all these women. R. Kelly probably got receipts on all these women. And the thing is that as much as I disagree with how R. Kelly has conducted himself and the relationships that he has been in, and his choice to get into sexual relationships with under 18 girls, underage girls, I don't condone none of that. I think that's sick. I think R. Kelly himself is sick. I think he needs help. I really do. When you have the talent that he has and has made the money that he has, that is a recipe for disaster, because he had a bunch of yes people around him. He had a bunch of yes people around him who did what they were told because they were getting paid. They were getting paid. They were okay with what he was doing. They let it go. Now in 2018 or 2019, now they want to come clean to clear their conscience, to get in the limelight one more time, and go against the guy who they supported, who they were cool with, who they partied with, who they made money with, and in the case of a lot of these women, who they slept with. Okay. So we have not independently verified the identities of either person in this audio. They're talking about the Asante McGee getting exposed by her daughter. All right. This is just what R. Kelly's page is claiming. It also goes on to list Asante's previous arrests and claims she's in cahoots with Jocelyn Savage's father to extort the singer. Now, Jocelyn Savage's father, I believe, is the guy who dropped his daughter off at R. Kelly's. Hey, make my daughter a star. I believe that's the same guy. If I'm wrong, y'all correct me in the comment section. Once again, you have grown people who know the reputation of R. Kelly putting their daughters around him, going around him, and we're supposed to believe that all these women should be believing 100% of what they're saying. As we reported, tons of celebrities have spoken out against R. Kelly in the wake of the 6-part docuseries that aired last week. Kelly has denied all allegations regarding this new mission of his. There are a lot of accusers to get through. Buckle up, folks. And yeah, man, he got mug shots of Asante McGee. Wow. I'm telling you, man, this could get very ugly. Now, of course, R. Kelly said he didn't watch it. But you know what's interesting is that the timing of this. R. Kelly's ex-wife, Jaye Kelly, her Facebook Live video went viral of her singing his song while she's in a car with her dude. Now people are saying the video is old. I don't think that Facebook Live video really ain't that old. And around the time that I think the video was made, she was talking about how he was abusive towards her. So how does that change anything? This lets me know that all those women loved R. Kelly. All those women still want to be around R. Kelly. They enjoyed the lifestyle R. Kelly gave them. I think R.kelly, she does have children with him. She was married to him for a long time. But you can't be on TV calling him a monster, basically, and then be on Facebook Live repping him, singing his song while you in the car with your new dude. The dude that you're venting about R. Kelly to. This woman, R.kelly, is venting to her new dude about R. Kelly every night or every other day, probably. But you in the car and the guy sitting there chuckling. I mean, she got her a good simp. But anyway, a good cleanup man. Got her a good cleanup man. He just sits and he don't say nothing but laugh. That's all he do is sit over there, drive the car and laugh. While she listening to the guy who she really loves. And if she had it her way, she would still be with R. Kelly. Because we all know women do love dysfunctional men. They do. Do you know how many women are out here dating men with criminal records, violent offenses, sexual misconducts? Look at all these stories of children being abused by mama's boyfriend. And these will be the same women on social media talking about mute R. Kelly, blacklist R. Kelly. R. Kelly is a monster. But you're dating men just like R. Kelly. Do you know how many stories there is of the mother's boyfriends ain't even been dating that long and he's abusing the kids? But they the same ones on social media fake outraged about R. Kelly, about stuff that we've known about R. Kelly for years. The sex tape came out in what, 2001? And people are acting like that's something new. No, it's not. The sex tape been out for a long time. He married Aaliyah when she was 15. This is stuff we knew, but these people were still around him. They were still leeching off of him. You have artists like your Chance the Rapper, all these other people who made music with him, but when they knew a lot of this information. Now, maybe not as in depth as we know now, but they knew a lot of this stuff. I'm pretty sure people advised these artists. And they still work with them anyway. So who's really the bad guy? I'm not saying R. Kelly isn't, but you had a lot of people who knew things about R. Kelly. I'm pretty sure they were sent information about R. Kelly and they still work with him. You had women who still dated him. Y'all let me know in the comment section below and let me know your thoughts.